Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. I was just finishing up watching a video before I got started with this. We're at the counselor's home to speak with him. I gotta see her off camera because, since we're going to use quick travel, it's like, yeah, we're going to run into absolutely nothing.
Customers are always
pardon me? Oh, hang on. Hello, letter of complaint? What is this? Write you on a matter of grave importance. My office has received an ever-increasing number of complaints in recent weeks. Many of our house guests have experienced poor treatment at the hands of House Redran bailiffs and constables. As you well know, House Halulu is duty bound to address these grievances on their behalf. My dear Minister, while I share your belief in the superiority of the Dunmer people, we must try to keep such opinions to ourselves. House Halulu defers to House Redran on matters of defense. Pardon me. I would urge you to defer to us on matters of commerce and diplomacy. Our economy is in peril. The pact has brought us some measure of security, yes, but the cost has been dear. Dearer than I think your Redran kinsmen are willing to admit. My trade ministers have gone to great lengths to solidify our holdings outside Morrowind, while there we go. While the enemy has seized most of our extraterritorial property, we retain sizable assets in imperial houses and foreign business concerns. Extracting this wealth is no small task. It takes time, gold, and most importantly, connections. We can ill afford to alienate what few friends we have outside the pact. Just this morning I received a complaint from one Theodore Ashcraft, a respected Breton investor. Apparently he was accosted by a pair of constables while inspecting a potential construction site. Some minor religious infraction. I'm told stepping over a fence to get a better look at a property or something. According to Ashcroft, the constable forced him to the ground, dragged him to the temple, and turned him over to the ordinators, who subjugated him to no less than 3 hours of interrogation and corporal re-education. Needless to say, I'm sorry for the yawning. It's the reading. I'm not breathing properly. Needless to say, he will not be investing in our fair city. Both Ashcroft and his gold fled to the mainland. These people may be inferior. Their religions may be repugnant. Their manners may be tiresome. But for the love of the three, swallow your pride and bear it. Idle zealotry cannot put food on the table. We cannot fill our coffers with incense and prayer and expect to wage war effectively. Interprovincial commerce is a necessary evil, whether you like it or not. I urge you in the strongest possible terms, leave outsiders be. I hope this will be my final word on the subject. Yours most respectively, Turner Naila House Salulu, Deputy Trade. Whatever. Whatever. Interesting.
I'm surprised to see you back here, but I'm also relieved. Does this mean you have news about my daughter? Is she safe? Is she ready to come home?
Faye is safe. She's joined the Morag Tong, and they're arranging a meeting.
Vea joined that cult of assassins? I was afraid she'd do something rash. What was she thinking? I don't see the Morag Tong as safe, but at least she's still alive, so I suppose that's something. When are we going to meet with my daughter?
Not us. Just me. But tell me, what happened to Vea's brother?
She won't meet with me? No, I suppose she's not ready for that quite yet. As for Vea's brother, that was all the doing of the Redoran Council. I'm not allowed to discuss the details, but he's still alive, if that's what Vea is worried about.
Neri said to call off the other freelancers, or she'll take Vea and disappear.
Naryu's back in town? She's as stubborn as Vea. Very well. No other outsiders. Although I can't dismiss the mercenaries that Captain Briven employs. House Redoran is my life, as is Vea. I'll do everything in my power to see her home safely.
Well, your daughter is safe. Just let me handle this, and I'll try to get her to meet with you. No promises, though.
As you say. No other outsiders. But there are rules, Outlander. I must do everything within reason to maintain the honor of House Redoran. Here, your first payment. Soon, however, I'll expect more than just a verbal confirmation of Vea's safety. When next you see her, tell my daughter that I want to talk to her. Vea can set the terms, but I expect her to stop running away when things don't go her way.
I'll convey the message, but I need to know exactly what you and Vea argued about.
Vea has always felt shackled by the rules of House Redoran, hobbled by the many duties and obligations it presses upon its subjects. After the situation involving her brother, she decided she wanted nothing more to do with the house, or with me.
So your strict observance of rules and obligations caused this rift between you and your daughter?
That may be an oversimplification, but I suppose your statement is accurate. I walk a narrow path between House Counselor and loving father. Unfortunately, the former often supersedes the latter. That's why I want to speak to Vea again.
I shall try to arrange a meeting as soon as I can. Are you willing to talk at this point?
My husband has more faith than I do. I fear that despite your best efforts, Vea will refuse to meet with him, let alone return home. Still, I appreciate your work on our behalf.
Okay, can you remind me of what's going on here?
You agreed to work for my husband, Councillor Eris of House Redoran. We want you to find our daughter Vea and make sure she returns home. During your first excursion, you discovered that Vea had joined Naryu Virion and the Morag Tong.
Morag Tong, question mark?
A cult of sanctioned murderers for hire. They serve a purpose, but I have no use for them. Naryu said she wouldn't allow a meeting unless Eris dismissed his hired help. All but you, that is. I just want Vea to come home. I miss my daughter.
Right, okay, so seeing if there would be something that she would say?
I understand you were instrumental in
No.
pushing the Daggerfall army of Devon's watch.
You have nothing to say. Do you have anything to say? No. Read a book or something. Don't just sit there. Hi.
Well, look at that. Now you said I'd find you here, and damn it all if she wasn't right.
Greetings.
Did I mention how much I hate being a messenger? Makes me wish I had a writ so I could kill something. Anyway, Nayu wants to talk to you. Said you'd know what it was all about.
I do. Alright. Now where do I need to go?
Here. This should explain everything, sort of. It's a map. We change locations every other day for security reasons, just in case it falls into the hands of House Redorin or someone else with an axe to grind with our organization.
What do I do with this sort of map?
Never had to use a map before. Amateurs. This one leads to a key to one of our safe houses, and another map. The first map, it depicts a particular town, kind of like this one. Hint, hint. The rest? Well, you'll have to figure that out on your own.
I shall try to decipher the map. Thank you.
Look, I know you're helping Councillor Eris, but if that map falls into House Redorin hands, I'll probably have to kill you. Nothing personal, mind you. We're already having a bit of trouble with the house, and we'd rather not make matters worse.
And you were part of the Morag Tong as well, are you not?
Well, look at you. You're a practical genius. Look, Nayu seems to trust you, so I suppose I have to trust you too. But that's a powerful secret you've been given. Betray us, and you'll find my blade in your back. Unless Nayu kills you first.
I understand completely. You mentioned troubled with House Redorin.
The Morag Tong has the authority to accept and carry out writs of execution. We keep the great houses from engaging in all-out war, but they rarely appreciate the work we do on their behalf. House Redorin in particular wants to shut us down.
Why does the house want to shut down? You guys.
The other houses have used us to take Redorin down a peg or two of late. To be frank, for all their vaunted honor, the house cries foul whenever someone gets the better of them. Our status is tenuous enough without Redorin's constant harassment.
Your status is tenuous.
As I understand it, the Morag Tong made mistakes in the past, grew too arrogant. We had to lay low for more than a century. Now, we're taking select contracts, working to re-establish our reputation. It's not our fault most of them concern Redorin.
I see. Do you often carry messages for Neri?
What are you implying? Can't a person do something nice to help out an ally every now and again? Oh, who am I kidding? I hate playing the messenger. Haven't you ever done something you hate because it was the right thing to do?
All the time.
Then you understand what I'm talking about. Being noble, doing the honorable thing. It can be a real pain in the arse, but a favor given becomes a favor returned. Eventually.
True. Very true. Thank you. Now... houseboat, bridge, tunnel through the wall. Let's see... I see the marker up on the thing, but I believe it to be on the other side where we have to go. I'm attempting to not use the marker. Well, there's the boat. The one easily showing. So it shows going down those stairs and under. So let's see what we can find down there. Everything lines up. It's a very good sketch. Come on, look at it. That's a very nice sketch. I like it. Okay, another map. Large tree mushrooms. 2 windows in the front. Tunnel, crates. Not too sure if it's on the other side or this side.
What is it?
It's a large tree, but it also doesn't appear to have leaves. Well, it does have leaves. Yeah. Oh, I forget what that stuff is called, the vines that grow off of trees. Hang on. Oops. X. No, Z, sorry. E. So where are we going? Around that? I might be reading that map wrong.
Hold still. Stop weaving.
Hang on. Oh, that's the house. There's a house right there, but I'm not seeing the mushrooms. Unless if it's these mushrooms.
Let's drink to the ladies.
What do you want?
It's a little bit tricky. Is it in the tree?
Oh, hi there.
What happens in this map? Nah, it's seen past it. Or am I past it? Upstairs.
Let's drink to the ladies.
Joe, there's no lamppost in that picture. Why is there no lamppost in that picture? Am I at the wrong tree? Seriously, this is weird. Would it be that tree? Oh no, I want to look at that tree. I was right. It was that tree. So how do you get... So I was right and wrong. It was this. Closer together than what that one is. That one's intentionally misleading. I like it. It's actually difficult.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here.
Yes, I've been saying it quite a bit, but I completely understand. Would it be possible to meet with Vea now?
Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Vea would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father could prove beneficial once she knows she can trust you.
And how do I prove she can trust me?
Redoin records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths. Whether important or mundane, they detail it all in their registry. Vea believes the registry contains information about her brother Uron.
Would she like me to procure the Redoin registry?
Don't sound so offended. You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins and politicians, after all. The local keeper of records, Lord Drono, is away, so security at his townhouse should be light.
So, break in, steal the registry from Lord Drono's townhouse. Got it. Alright. I think we're going sightseeing in the city. Do, 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 do.
Greetings.
Greetings. I'll sing if you talk to him. Where? Where was it? Below? I'm gonna have a tough time finding this, aren't I? Not that way. Or... nothing yet. We got a map here. That's the house. So I need to just find a way in. There's nothing here that would say, time for the sewers. So we have guards on the outside, guards, chain doors. It does say oh, right, the proclamation. Below, but below where?
Could you spare some gold? A little food? Perhaps a fine pair of shoes?
I wouldn't think House Redoin would allow begging in the streets.
Saint Realms gave up her shoes and posed as a beggar in order to get closer to the poor. I'm no saint, but religion is a useful tool when dealing with House Redoin.
Keep the faith.
Blessings of the three upon you.
Now, do you have anything?
Could you spare some gold? A little food?
Okay, which would be of best help to you?
Food sates me and clothing protects me, but gold gives me a choice. Saint Veloth illustrated the value
I
of choice.
don't mind.
Blessings of the three upon.
Okay, there. Alright. So this is a
What?
scary looking guard. This is the house. Registry is on the upper floor. The entrance
Don't cause trouble.
is completely barred. I didn't go up these stairs. Well, that's strange. Okay. In the basket, in the basket, in the basket. Ooh, below. What path do you take?
And neither should you.
Okay, that's
The
locked.
law will hunt you down like a rabid dog.
You watch the stairs. Dun, dun, dun. Let's look for a basket to hide in. Over here. Quick, 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 quick. Quick, quick, quick. Go. Ah, that's cold! Sorry. Ah, that's cold! Well, it is. Sorry about that. My husband came into the room with a drink and he hasn't left yet, and he pressed it up against my face and it was in the fridge, so it's cold. It's cold. Hang on 1 second, okay? Right. Yes, I was reminded. I ended up taking my husband's Coke, somewhat by mistake, at lunchtime. And he wanted me to also mention that he's drinking a ginger ale that actually I was supposed to get, and nope. Yeah, I was a bad kitty. So, anyways, where is it? Below. It says below. So we need out of this room. There is a shield divide there. You got you standing or sitting and moving around the hearth or potential kitchen area, and you actually walk over here. All right. Now's not the time to move. There goes the guard. Where's the other? There. Need to wait and see about that guard. So I think the guard will come out. Yeah, I was right. We might be able to get by the guard, actually. It says below. Below. Below it is. Oh, balls. Oh, worse balls. Damn it.
Ugh. 'Cause 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 'cause
That wasn't me. Okay, I'm not going to read that. You'll have to do a fast pause. Don't know how far this guard moves in. This is huge chance. She has to move. Not happening. Not happening. Totally not happening. Okay. Just pop in here for a second. Okay. Wait. Inventory. Yeah, this is a good one. So what? I think I got away with that somehow. Oh boy, that was close. I saw it just as I'm like reaching for the door, it goes detected and just hold breath. That was close.
Still alive, I see. And since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redoran dungeon. Good for you. Were you able to acquire the registry? Does it contain any information about Vea's brother, Ulran?
The book mentions that someone named Ulran was stripped of his rank and exiled.
Ulran was exiled? That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. Plus, he's the son of a counselor. Why in oblivion would House Redoran banish one of their brightest stars?
That's what it says in the registry.
I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. Still, you proved you could be trusted, and you admirably performed this task. So I suppose I should let you meet with Vea now.
Where is Vea then?
There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the perfect place to hide. Vea's supposed to wait inside, but she's bored. I know she's been sneaking out. You'll find her in the cave or just outside.
Thank you. I'll go to the swamp and talk to Vea.
Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero. She has enough distractions as it is.
Do you know Vea's brother well?
Well enough. Ulran and Vea used to sneak out to watch me train. I have a way with blades that fascinated them to no end. Eventually, our fondness developed between the three of us. And to think, I never even had a nick sound growing up.
Doesn't being in the Morag Tongs make such relationships difficult?
It's not like personal relationships are against the rules, though I suppose they are sort of frowned upon. Anyway, my assignments always brought me back to Vardenfell, so we were able to keep in touch and visit even as they grew older.
You don't think Euron could do something terrible enough to warrant exile?
Anything's possible, but the Ulron I know holds honor above all else. I can't believe he'd do something so dishonorable that the House leaders would demand his exile. We need to find out more about what happened.
Well, this place looks comfortable. Why hide Vea out in the swamp?
Vea would face too many temptations here in Balmora. Friends, favorite places, familiar sights and sounds, not to mention the proximity to all things House Redrun. Even the most thick-headed house guard would eventually stumble over her.
Valid points. Well, thanks for trusting me with your secret hiding places.
Oh, don't thank me, hero. As long as you're useful and don't betray us, then we're engaged in a mutually beneficial arrangement. Cross us in any way, however, and you'll never see my blade before it plunges into your heart.
Well, yeah, I can see that. Why does Vea keep sneaking out of the cave?
Vea's young, bored, and stubborn. That makes for a volatile combination. She wants fresh air and freedom. I can't blame her for that. I can blame her for assuming I'm not aware of her little excursions. I thought I trained her better than that.
Do you think she's in any danger?
Danger's a relative term, especially when you're dealing with relatives. Vea can make her own decisions. If she wants to risk getting caught by House Redrun, that's on her head, especially since she knows they've been searching that area.
I see. Well then, shall we go to the swamp? Okay, where is it on the map? Okay, so the circles were just getting confusing with the main quest line. Gotcha. Alright, this path will work. We're getting there. Did I take a wrong turn? No, I don't think I did. I'm still trying to keep my eyes open for other quests. Oh.
You're sure it's Vea? House Redrun isn't emptying its coffers so you can chase your own tails out here.
You play the war claws well, because the war claws are the best there is. We have the kitten scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferrara. Just make sure she doesn't get out of the swamp. I'll take my soldiers and guard the eastern paths, in case she eludes your warriors again. Ah, the Councillor's lackey. I understand you've made significant progress in your search for Vea. As a matter of fact, so have we. This whole ordeal will be over soon, and then you can be on your way, Outlander.
Over? What makes you say that?
My mercenaries have spotted Vea skulking about the northern portion of the swamp. Between my soldiers and Ferhara's warclaws, the Councillor's daughter will soon be home safe and sound.
Who are Farah's warclaws?
Khajiit mercenaries of the highest order. For members of a lesser race, Ferhara's warriors are surprisingly effective. I employ them to bolster our forces. Between obligations to the Pact and other matters, House Redoran is spread thin of late.
What do you know about Olren's exile?
Vea's brother. It's a sad story. Killed one of his own soldiers to protect an Ashlander of all things. I think they were being too lenient when they simply exiled him. But that's how they treat the privileged few.
Vea's brother killed a Redoran soldier.
Ulron always had an unnatural attraction to the Ashlanders and their savage ways. He felt that an Ashlander life was worth more than a Redoran life. The Council didn't agree with his assessment. This will all be over as soon as Ferhara finds Vea.
Councillor Eris hired me to find his daughter, and that's what I plan to do.
As you say, Ferhara's war claws take their contract as seriously as you do, however. Get in their way, and I can't guarantee your safety.
I shall keep that in mind.
Ferhara assumes the Councilor's minions will not present a problem for the war clause. Yes, Captain?
The Outlanders have been warned, Ferhara. I leave everything else to your discretion.
I'm curious. Won't even let me pickpocket them. Oh, that Warclaw Chanter. Okay, let me see. Do I kill? Nope. For one, someone's coming back. Instead, I'll put my head through a tree. I can kill these people. I'm wondering if I should. I think so. When the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to leave a trail of bodies, of mercenaries. Probably going to have to escort her out to another hiding place. It's mention of a cave on the coast. That is where we should be searching. Oh shit, she's right there.
Stupid wall claws. Now I know how a mouse feels. By the three! You really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that. If you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight.
Well, what weapons, my dear? I'm working with Neru. I have information concerning your brother.
Oh, right. Nara, you mentioned something about that. Look, I can't wait to hear what you learned. But the swamp is crawling with mercenaries. There's a cave to the northeast. We can talk there.
Lead on. I'll follow you.
Unfortunately, there's a mob of those beast people between here and the cave. I was going to try and sneak past them, but every time I get too close, I think one of them catches my scent.
All right. I'll deal with the war claws. You get to the cave.
You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws? I'm impressed. Meet me at the cave when you're finished. I think we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and try not to get killed. I really want to know what you came all this way to tell me.
I shall see you in the cave shortly.
Meet me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries.
I can smell the dark elf kitten. Looks like we're the first ones here.
Hold it. We got 1, 2, 3. Can I possibly get in there? Wonder if I can get in there for a backstab. And I don't think I can. We got a warrior. We have a chanter. And we have a ravager.
Let's flay this outsider!
Come on, break free. Ah, damn, I need endurance. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Why is one of those... You charmed the pet, I see.
Hurry before more of them show up!
Yeah, okay. Difficult fight.
What do you think of my luxurious accommodations? It's got dirt and rock, fungus and a poultry fire, All the comforts of home. Anyway, you said you had information about my brother, Oran. What did you find out?
According to the House Veteran Registry, your brother Oran was stripped of his rank and exiled.
No, that can't be right. Oran's honorable and noble. He's a model soldier. What could he have possibly done to warrant being banished?
According to Captain Brevin, Oran killed one of his own soldiers to protect an Ashlander.
What? My brother has always been interested in the Ashlanders. Even showed them a kindness the rest of the house doesn't approve of. But for him to kill someone, especially one of his own soldiers, something terrible must have happened.
Any idea where we can find these Ashlanders? They may be able to tell us about the incident.
I know the tribe that Oran liked to help. Brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp whenever our father wasn't paying attention. Will you go with me to talk to them? Wait, someone's coming.
Stay behind me.
She can handle herself just fine, hero. Vea, grab your things. It's time to go.
Go? Why? What's going on?
The Warclaws are marching toward this cave along with half the House Redrin soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now.
Damn it! They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
That kind of scared me, actually.
Dealing with an arrogant, impatient, overconfident young woman. Now I know how my mother must have felt. We need to move. It won't take those damn cats long to find this place, not with their sense of smell.
What suggestion do you have?
The back tunnels. Better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redoran troops. Councillor Eris brought additional soldiers from town. He's intent on getting his daughter, and he may have the numbers to do it.
Back tunnels it is.
One more thing. The back tunnels wind their way through territory that House Redoran recently acquired. We may run into some resistance, but it shouldn't be as bad as what's waiting outside the front of the cave.
I'll just have to try and be careful. Good, you got your stuff? You favor access. Come on, let's go. Oh, let's check for glowies. Alright. I presume they'll just shout.
Does the ceiling look unstable to you?
Search everywhere. Captain Brevin thinks the Councillor's kitten might try to escape through these tunnels.
Oh, shit.
Damn! Those cat bastards are harder to shake than a blind date.
I agree.
This looks promising. Let's give it a try.
Okay, where are we? We're almost there.
That must be the way out. I just hope there aren't any Redorans up there.
Is there another way? Doesn't appear to be. Come on.
Oh no, we're surrounded. And that's my father. What's he doing here? Father ruins everything. I'm so close to finding my brother, and he shows up to drag me back home. Well, I'm not going back without a fight.
I'll cause a distraction so you can get out of here.
You do that for me? Thanks, I guess. But what can you possibly do against all those soldiers? My father brought the whole damn army with him this time.
Your father hired me to find you and set up a meeting. I might as well give him a progress report.
Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me at the Ashlander camp to the south. My brother would often visit that particular tribe. It's as good a place as any to start.
Will you meet with your father after you find your brother?
Once I find Ulran and make sure he's all right, I'll meet with my father. But that meeting will be on my terms, not his. And tell him to call off his soldiers, or I might change my mind. That should buy us some time.
Perfect. Well, let's not travel that way.
Halt! Who goes there?
Stand down. These outlanders work for me. The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Vea has been spotted. Tell me, have you seen my daughter? I won't sleep well until she's home, safe and sound.
I thought we agreed you wouldn't use any other outsiders.
I also said that the captain has his own resources. The war claws report to Briven, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely. Now, tell me what Vea's thinking.
Vea will meet with you, but on her own terms. All these soldiers have scared her away.
It was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. You won't make me feel guilty about trying to find my daughter. So, where and when will Vea meet with me?
Soon. She asked me to do one more thing. Then she'll be ready to meet with you.
Very well. We'll do this her way. Vea can be as stubborn as her mother sometimes. But tell my daughter that my patience won't last forever. Next time, I expect Vea to be with you. Or I might just let Captain Briven do this his way.
I'll let her know.
Do as I command, and let them pass.
The Counselor thinks you can help, but I'm not sure you have the best interests of House Redoran in mind. My war claws will continue to hunt for Vea. I suggest you stay out of their way.
Nah. Now, where is the... No, we should probably end it there, because this is another long one. It's a pretty good story, I have to say. I'm enjoying this. And to think this is kind of a side quest. It might tie into the main, I don't know. Anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe down below for more videos like this and other videos. Pardon me. You can also subscribe to my Twitter as well as my Twitch channel where I sometimes stream. But until when next we meet, please do be safe, everyone. Bye!